Hedman's hurt. Calgary sets fire in Amalie Arena. We're talking about the All-Star game, trade rumors, and the news off of Stevie's desk. All today on Bolts with the Boys, the fourth period.
Pass ahead to Stamkos. Steving in on Viron. Backhand, he scores! Sends it across to Brewer with the wrist shot. Saved by Lundqvist. Teddy Purcell in front. There's a shot. They score! The speedy Patrick Johnson wants it alone. He scores! With speed into the zone. Stamkos shooting.
What is going on, Bolts Nation? This is Pappy and Big C, and you're watching the fourth period with Bolts with the Boys. And what the hell happened tonight?
I felt like we weren't playing too bad. You know, we had some defensive lapses, but not too bad. And then the Hedman injury happened, and the team just looked completely lost after that. So, I also don't like the pairing of Schuster and Coburn. If that's going to be a permanent duo going forward, then we're definitely in trouble.
Yeah, I agree. You know, getting Hedman out of the lineup like that is just that's deep. That hits hard. You know, he went in, took that. You know, he took that hit from Hathaway, and you know their legs locked up, and you know you showed me the replay, and I mean, it looked bad.
Your knee's not supposed to bend like that.
Yeah, no.
That looked bad.
Eerily similar to Stamkos.
Yeah, very
and
similar.
That's really scaring me. So, I don't even know what to say. They didn't look good to me, at least.
Yeah, you know, they were getting their chances on offense and putting shots on goal, and also props to former Tampa Bay Lightning goalie Mike Smith, who was in goal for the Flames tonight. Played really well, only gave up one goal and I think like 34, 35 shots. You know, we were definitely getting shots on him all night. He just played exceptionally well.
Yeah. And you know what really bothers me too is it's like, you know, I was watching Stevie earlier today on the AM skate, and he interviewed, and he was like, you know, the boys, they got to play hard one more game and then they get a week off, you know. And it's like, especially with one of your guys going down, Victor Hedman goes down like that, you know, I mean,
you think you would step it up,
right?
But
exactly.
Instead they just played like they were like, oh, Hedman's gone, we have no talent left on the team or something. Like I don't know. They didn't look like a team that really cared, to be honest, and it was pretty sad.
It was eerily reminiscent of the Lightning last year.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it looked almost identical.
Yeah.
And there's definitely no reason for that to be happening because everyone, I mean, obviously Hedman's not, but like everyone's there. Like, I don't know. I feel like, you know, players like I know Kucherov scored like a couple games like lately and stuff like that, but he just doesn't. He's just there to like get the goal. Like it seems like he's not really doing very much.
Yeah. And
then Stamkos kind of off and on too. You know, you expect more out of your leaders.
Yeah, no, especially, you know, on a positive note, I guess, you know, I think someone that stepped up tonight was Mikhail Sergachev.
Yeah, Sergachev was basically the QB, the quarterback of the power play.
Yep.
When Hedman went down, he took over Hedman's spot, and the power play actually looked a lot better. You know, because he was just ripping shots, man. Every time the puck, it would just like the puck would just roll to him, and he just kept shooting it.
Just giving
off
her
the post like 3 times.
Just giving her, eh?
Oh man, God, he was
man.
He was just throwing it at Mike Smith, but Smith did a real good job of keeping the goal pretty much covered. That's why everything was hitting the post because he was completely just covering everything.
Yeah,
and it was crazy to see.
Yeah, I mean, they just, to me they looked weak. I've been on Facebook, on the on a group page, a fan page for the Lightning, and a lot of people were posting on there, and um, they were saying that the Lightning are getting complacent and whatnot, and it's just I feel it, I just really feel it.
Oh, I definitely felt that tonight. They
Mhm.
they looked really complacent, and then I tagged. I mean, I know this isn't gonna reach the team, but I sent out a tweet and just said or I put not complacent, huh, with the question mark,
Yeah.
and tagged the Lightning page. I was like, they look very complacent.
Mhm. Yeah, and I was listening to a podcast last night from the Tampa Bay. It was the Tampa Bay Times, I believe, and they're saying, "Oh yeah, the Lightning are fantastic this year. They're dominating every single team." How
No.
can you say you're dominating every single team when you lose to Calgary 5-1,
How can you say you're dominating every team when you lose to the Senators and Canadians?
and Chicago can go in there with a crappy record and beat them 8-2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's complacency at its finest.
it's
And
ridiculous.
Chicago's why are teams like Chicago like? I mean, I understand obviously our record's insane. I still think when we're on top of our game, we're the best team in the league. But I'm watching these teams and they even though they're losing, they look way hungrier than we do. You would think a team that came so close to the cup 2 out of 3 years
Yeah.
would be the hungriest team of them all, trying to get back there.
Right.
I mean, there's Winnipeg's just burying people right now.
Mhm. Yeah.
They're just blown because they're like,
we
oh,
were talking about that the other night.
yeah, we're a better team. So I mean, we're just gonna prove it to you.
Yeah.
The Lightning are like, yeah, we have a real good roster. We could probably just coast into the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's not what you want to do, because then you get a bad matchup and you could lose in the first round. So
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, especially you got contending teams. I was that was what I was trying to say earlier too. Is on those group pages, on Twitter and everything. We're talking about playoff matchups, and when you got contenders, I mean, you got the Caps in there right now. The Bruins are back in it now, and then of course the Toronto Maple Leafs. I mean, those teams right off the bat right there. I mean, if the Lightning play like they do right now, I mean, you're not going to get past those teams.
nope, not at all. But I also do think there's no chance the team plays like this in the playoffs. So
Yeah.
I do understand that. I know that they'll be a completely different team in the playoffs, because I mean we've seen it every year. They kind of do coast into the playoffs, and then they just there's an on switch, but I don't feel like that works all the time. So
Yeah.
then like I said, you get a bad matchup and you could end up getting knocked out of the first round. So
Right. Well, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Give us a call, 727-755-3083. Come chat with us. We definitely want to hear what you guys have to say about the game, and where you think the Lightning are going heading into this week off and heading towards Vegas. I definitely think it ends or heads into the bye week on a sour note. Hopefully, if anything, Calgary put some fire into Tampa. Excuse my dad joke there, but hopefully they put some fire in their bellies and they come out swinging against Vegas, because I mean that's gonna be a tough game, and then they go on the road after that, which is gonna be even tougher.
yep, yeah, they gotta handle their business against Vegas because that's going into the break, right?
Yeah.
The AllStar break. Yeah.
Well, no, you got Vegas, and
the
then the
away-
road trip.
Oh,
yeah, you got the
wow.
road trip because you got Minnesota, Chicago, Nashville,
So they're gonna be
and
playing
Philly.
what, 4 games in 6 days
on
on the away trip? Something
2, 3,
similar.
4. Yes.
That's insane. Yeah, they really gotta hope
Chicago, Nashville back to back too.
they really gotta hope Hedman's injury isn't long term, because
right.
they could get real ugly real fast with that defense. So
Oh, for sure. So yeah, once again, we definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. 727-755-3083. Were the Bolts complacent tonight? Did they look like last year's team? Where do you think it stands with Hedman? Do you think it's bad? What do you think?
I think it's bad.
Yeah.
But I'm just expecting the worst so that I can, if it is, and I'm like, oh, all right, well, we got to deal with it.
Right.
But
right.
yeah, I'm expecting the worst so that if there is good news, I'm gonna be ecstatic.
Yeah.
If this game, if he's gonna be okay, then this game's gonna be nothing to me.
Well, that was like Sunday against the Red Wings too when Girardi went down. That looked scary too. You know, I thought he was going to be out for a concussion or something. You know, and that was best case scenario for me. So it was great to see him back and skating at least.
If Hedman's injury is bad, this team's absolutely cursed, man.
Oh yeah.
Every time they get hot, something happens to ruin it.
Yep.
It's unbelievable.
So. But yeah, as you guys probably noticed, we do have a new intro. We figured we might run into some trouble with the other one. So we reached out to our buddies in the band NOMVDIC, and I'm going to go ahead and put up their social information up here for their Facebook page. They're the ones that let us use their song, The Witch, in our intro, and I think it sounds pretty sick. What do you think, Big C?
Oh yeah, that's my favorite local band. So
yeah, they
yeah, I'm definitely on board with it.
So yeah, we're definitely big fans. We're big music fans and love all the local bands down here in Tampa, no matter what genre. I mean, so yeah, I mean, if you guys want your music featured, hit us up on our social medias. We got the ticker rolling down on the bottom, and yeah, definitely give us a follow, like, subscribe, and we'll try our best to get your music on the show. Yeah, I mean, any other thoughts on the game? I mean, there really isn't much to say. I mean, in the famous words of John Cooper, I mean, we sucked.
Yeah, we sucked. I just kind of want to put it behind us, to be honest.
Yeah. But obviously, we still want to talk about it. So, I mean, feel free to call in 727-755-3083. Moving forward, I know we were talking, Hedman's injury and whatnot. I know there's a lot of trade rumors going around right now. I was perusing on TSN, and they posted the top 20, and I noticed that Mike Green from the Detroit Red Wings is number 2 trade bait, according to TSN.
Was there any insight on teams?
No teams as of yet.
Okay.
So I know there's going to be a lot of teams that are interested in him.
Because you know what I'm about to say. Mike he's an awesome player, man. I've seen him play, obviously, from you being a Michigander. You definitely enjoy your Red Wings games.
Yeah, I'm a closet Wings fan, I know.
But
born and raised.
Yeah, he's an awesome player, and I mean, for the right price, I wouldn't mind having him on the team.
Yeah.
But it just depends where his head's at. If it's about money or contending.
Well, it
would be cool to see him on there.
Here's a theory for you.
All right.
Now, I don't know if you'd want to take this or not, Big C, but Mike Green for Adam Ernie, Pekka, and Matthew Joseph.
All 3 of them?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
He's worth $6 million.
I know he's worth $6 million, but those are 3 starters in like 2 or 3 years.
I know,
for the
but they don't have anywhere to go right now, though. That's the problem. It's kind of like they're stuck. There's no spot for them.
Or they could be, like, if someone else gets injured, they're the next call-up.
True.
I don't know. We definitely need defensive help. So
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be completely opposed to it. When God knows we have plenty of centers and forwards. So yeah, we could definitely use defense, even if it means giving up them, I guess.
Yeah, that's definitely a tough one there. There is another option. I did read an article on Hockey Feed that was talking about the Maple Leafs. They were talking how the Maple Leafs were talking with Vancouver about good Bronson up there. He's a defenseman. He's got 26. What is that? No, he's 26 years old. He's got 2 goals, -3 when he's when he's on the ice, and then he's got 69 hits.
Nice.
Yeah, enforcer.
I like hits.
So take it or leave it.
I mean, if he's there and you're running out of options, I mean, I guess I
should preface this by saying there are rumors that Tampa Bay was also talking to Vancouver about this, so that's why I bring it up.
Okay.
So could you see good Bronson and some Tampa Bay Lightning gear?
Yeah.
I would say blue, but Toronto wears blue too.
Maybe with what's that line? Maybe like mixing it in with like Paquette and them. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like the Lightning kind of go for more like obviously they love they like big hitters like Paquette and them, but I think they prefer them having better offensive upside.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you read about anyone else or?
Yeah, in that article as well, they were talking about Ekman Larson from Colorado.
Okay.
And
he is a little more offensive upside.
Yes, he does. Now, granted, they did say he was minus 34 on the ice, but it also, you got to take into account the line he's playing on too.
Yeah, so, 91 hits is no joke.
Right. I mean, he's proven that he's aggressive. He's got 19 points this year.
Yeah.
And I think he's got 6 goals, I believe.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, he's definitely a
like
definitely a hitter.
Strawman type stats.
Right.
But more hits.
Right.
Okay.
So, I miss Witkowski.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
As a Red Wing fan, I'm happy he's there. But as a Tampa Bay Lightning fan, which is gotta be my priority, definitely. I miss him very, 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 very much, and would love to have him back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it kills me seeing him not on the Lightning.
I think Tampa needs tough though. I mean Schuster's borderline useless. Coburn is down there with him.
Isn't it crazy too that I've been reading stuff about that teams do have an interest in Schuster, and I'm like, why? Do you not watch our games at all?
Well, I know I was talking with you earlier today. Maybe send him to the Red Wings or something. Just to have a guy that's played in the league before when you're sending up these young guys.
Because I mean, he's been in the Stanley Cup Finals and he's been in the Eastern Conference Finals, so he definitely has experience.
Yeah, so at least he knows what to expect. But I mean, I don't see where he fits with this team going in the playoffs.
He doesn't fit. And, I used to be a big fan, too, of Braden Coburn when we first signed him. And, he won us the Game 7 against the Red Wings.
Yep.
But he's gotten so much worse the last 2 or 3 years. He looks really bad out there. He's just 10 steps behind everybody.
Yeah.
And that's why him and Schuster's a nightmare of a defensive pairing. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's even a defensive pairing. I don't know.
I know now with Hedman out,
that's
it's
bad. Yeah, it's not looking good.
Yeah, I mean,
but I expect Slater Kukuk to get a lot more playing time, and he's been awesome when he plays. But for some reason, I just feel like he's on Cooper's doo-doo list, son. Anytime he has 1 or 2 turnovers, Cooper benches him for 4 games.
Yeah,
it's insane. And you get Kucherov turning the puck over 6-7 times a game. You'll never see him benched. So, I mean, I don't know. Cooper's got a problem with him, but we can't really speculate what's going on behind the scenes, so,
Yeah. I'm trying to find that article real quick for the top 20, because I'd like to bring... Oh, here, I got it bookmarked. I'm sorry. Yeah, I want to bring that up, so that way you guys at home can see and hear about the roster that we got for the trade bait. A lot of good names on there. I know number 1 is Evander Kane from Buffalo.
He's actually, there's been a lot of speculation about him coming to Tampa, which would be really crazy. I don't know who we would have to give up.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Where does he fit?
We'd have to give up a lot. We'd probably have to give up your 3 players that you were talking about and probably a second rounder.
Right.
With that first or second rounder. And that's a lot. But, God, who else is on there?
So here, let me change the browser real quick. Hopefully this comes up.
About Pacioretty. I think I saw somewhere Pacioretty said Nashville was a possible destination for him.
Oh, yeah?
For Max Pacioretty?
That's right.
It was Toronto and Nashville were the 2 teams I keep hearing. I really hope Toronto doesn't get him.
Right.
That's a problem.
There we go. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, you got Evander Kane on, is number 1. Then you got Mike Green right under there. Let's see. Yeah, you got Pacioretty we were just talking about with Nashville. It'd be sweet to see him play with PK again. So, Thomas Vanek from Vancouver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so,
he's having a good year, too.
Yep.
He's making a good case to get somewhere.
And
come to Tampa. Everyone come to Tampa.
Yeah, please. And then you got Good Branson from Vancouver.
Oh, he's up there on the list. So
yeah,
obviously people are definitely
There's
wanting
interest,
him.
right? And then Vegas is offering up James Neal and
They got
David
both.
Perron.
Both of them? They
Yep.
only got 1 year? Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. James Neal's not someone they want to get rid of.
This one. How's she going? You're on the 4th period with Bolts with the boys. Who do we got on the line?
Oh, this is JP.
Oh, how's she going, JP? You're becoming a regular on the show, man.
How's it going, fellas?
How's she going, bud?
Oh, I've been better.
So have we.
Yeah.
Well, we had a lot of bad luck tonight, didn't we?
Yeah.
A lot of posts, too.
Yep. Oh, a lot of posts.
Hey, great show tonight, guys. Hey, your topics, tonight you are spot on. Big C, your comments on some of our vulnerabilities
Oh, yeah.
is spot on.
Oh, yeah.
It's interesting. Here's something else now. I don't know how you guys were watching the game, if you guys were at the game, if you guys were watching it on Fox, but I was in my car was it the second period that Hedman got hurt?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and I just missed it. I had just gotten in my car, and what did Espo say at Phil Esposito? He says,
Oh.
who are the two people who are the two players that the Lightning can not afford to lose? Who are the most vulnerable players? What players, if they were to lose them, would make them the most vulnerable?
Well, definitely
I would say,
Hedman.
yeah, Hedman and
Maybe
I would say Kucherov.
No, it wouldn't be Kuch.
No?
Maybe Callahan. I don't.
Would be Vasilevsky.
True. Oh, wow.
I mean, face it. I mean, imagine if Vasilevsky went there right before playoffs, right? That would really hurt.
Yeah, let's
them.
not even think about that.
Yeah, no.
Imagine. Now we just saw one of the big concerns happen tonight.
Yeah, Hedman go down.
You get a guy like Victor Hedman go down, and boy, it really shakes things up.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, don't forget how many goals were scored after Hedman got hurt? Was that they got 3 goals or 4 goals?
Oh, 4.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
4.
Yep.
Yeah. Was it 1-1?
Yeah, it was 1-1 when he went down.
When Hedman
Completely
went down.
turned. When he went down, they scored like 2 goals in 2 minutes.
Yeah. So I didn't think they played bad. I just thought they had
didn't.
a lot of bad luck.
A lot of bad
But
breaks.
then again, and Vasi wasn't on. I mean, Vasi,
No.
you could tell he
His
wasn't.
his
He
5-hole
wasn't
was
his
terrible.
usual Vasi self.
Yeah, his 5-hole was terrible
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah, man.
But that's what leads to your other topic when you guys are talking about now we got the trade deadline about 6 weeks from now.
Yeah, it's coming up.
And in the Atlantic Division, in our division, it's basically a 3-team deal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like the wild card teams are all going to come from the Metro, so they're going to be battling it out, beating each other up. So you're probably not going to see much movement on those teams. Those teams might all be in the buying mood, or they're going to keep their cards close to the vest all the way up to the trade deadline. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens to like what you said, Pappy. What happens with Detroit, Florida. Some of these other teams that may want to unload some of their veterans for some draft choices and younger talent to set themselves up for coming years.
Right.
And this is one where I'm just wondering, and I'm just thinking out loud here, that the Lightning might be looking to pick up one of those veteran Ds.
If Hedman's seriously
Mike
hurt,
Green.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
that?
I would love to have Mike Green in Tampa. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Now they'd have to give up a lot for Green. Look, Green's an all-star, right? Did Green?
Yes.
Green made
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
Mike
he made
Green. He is the only
Yeah,
All-Star
so-
for Detroit this year.
Yeah, so you're giving up a franchise player, but when you're a team and you're looking, you're 3 years away from contending. And you think, well, is he going to be part of our roster in 3 years, and is he still going to have the talent level in 3 years that he's got today? I don't know. I mean, I'm not – that's above my pay grade.
Right.
But that's – I think that's if you were going to be reading tea leaves and we're to start hedging bets, I'd be looking at some of these weaker teams and some of these veteran D, because we got a lot of young guys down in Syracuse and in junior that we can deal. And this is what makes Steve Yzerman a master.
Yep.
Is that we got some young talent that we might be able to give up to get that extra player that'll put us over the top. So
well, and that's that's why I brought up the Ekman the Ekman Larson thing too, because like I mean, it would be sweet to have some type of tough player, some type of tough defenseman in there, thrown in the mix.
Yep.
So.
Yep. So I wouldn't be surprised either if we made a deal for a goalie. Also.
I wouldn't be too surprised. No.
So,
I think if Hedman's injury is serious, they 100. It's one of those like they're probably going to do something at the trade deadline. But if Hedman's seriously hurt and going to be out like a extended period of time, they're 100% going to do what they need to get a solid veteran defenseman on the team.
Yep.
They will, because they know that it's like they need to be in like a win now kind of mode, and they can't really be losing too much ground.
No, not at all. Well, they got a week's rest. I mean, I guess you're going to say if it's going to happen, now is the time to let it happen, right? Because they got a week's rest, and they go on the road for that long road. They go on. What do they do? They go on the road for a few games.
No, they got
for All-Star game.
No, they
We got one more home game.
Yeah, one more home stand at with Vegas.
Oh, that's
right. And then they're on the road.
But they don't play. But they don't play until next week.
They get a
week, right?
Yeah, a week from today.
Yeah. So, well, who knows what the extent of Hedman's injury is? But who knows? If it's not so bad, we dodged a bullet. But I'll tell you, I'm sure it's making Yzerman in the front office start thinking.
Yeah, it didn't look good. It didn't look good.
No.
So.
Oh, it's too bad.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'll let you guys go. Great show as always.
Well, we appreciate it. Thanks for calling in, JP.
You guys are fantastic.
All righty, you take care. Go Bolts.
Okay, we'll see you. Bye.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a tough one, but Steve Yzerman's a smart man, and I think he'll definitely pull through it if he'll make the moves he needs to make.
Yeah, we have plenty of pieces that we can deal.
Yeah.
Right now and not mess with the team too much. So.
Right. So, moving on here. We got like we were talking about, we got the All-Star game coming up here, and let's talk about these rosters, man. This is gonna be a sweet All-Star game. It's gonna be a bummer if the Hedman injury is serious, because that's gonna be a big hit to the Atlantic All-Star team. But
the Tampa
big
Bay
hit to
Atlantics.
Yeah, the Tampa Bay Atlantics, pretty much. So let's take a look at the teams here. So we got for the Atlantic, we got Vasilevsky, Price. Price is starting, and then you got Hedman, Carlson, and Green. Well, now you got Carlson and Green for now. And then for your forwards, you got Stamkos, Kuch, Matthews. Yeah,
and
Stamkos, Kuch, Matthews, and Barkov, Brad Marchand, and Jake Eichel.
That's ridiculous.
What? What?
Can they all just stay in Tampa?
Yeah, can we keep
Can we just make that a team?
Can we keep this for the playoffs, please?
We don't need defense if you can score 10 goals a game.
No, it's like NHL 3s.
There you go.
Okay, for the Metro, you got Lundqvist and Holtby playing goal. Then you got Jones, Hannafin, Letang for D.
Oh, Hannafin made it. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Good for him.
And then you got OV, Taylor Hall, Sidney Crosby. Yeah. Is it just like, do you have to put him in the All-Star game every year? Is that like you have to?
Yeah, he's probably not even there for votes. He's probably like already locked in.
I like him for his mustache.
It's impressive.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Then you got John Tavares, Josh Bailey, and Claude Giroux. So
yeah, it's not going to be as easy as you think for the Atlantic, man. That's a nasty matchup. That's a nasty matchup.
So now you got the Central Division.
Oof.
Pecorine and Connor Hellebuyck for so you got Nashville and Winnipeg's goaltenders.
Helleboik.
The captain. And Bobby the Chief Taylor disagrees, but I completely agree. Your captain for the Western Central, frickin' PK Subban.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah,
man,
he deserves that.
Oh
man.
yeah, come on. He's got to be the most respected player in the NHL.
He's one of them.
Oh yeah,
for sure. A lot of fans, I don't know. I think he gets a bad rap because of how he played in Montreal, but like I feel like Montreal literally tells every player they draft to just be the biggest piece of scum you can.
Well, and that's the thing. Like he has fun. He loves what he does. You know, he is the epitome of what you want someone to grow up to be a professional hockey player.
Yeah,
what
he
you
has
want
fun
them to look
and
like.
he's an elite player. So.
And and then off the ice, I mean, he's a class act, man.
Yeah,
I would love to meet him. PK, if you're ever watching this show, I mean, at the rare chance you are, I want to meet you. Pappy and Big C will go wherever we need to meet you because you're awesome. So, shout out to PK. Then for the rest of the defensemen, you got Alex Pietrangelo from the St. Louis Blues, John Klingberg from the Dallas Stars, and then a bunch of people I don't really care about. But anyways, Patrick.
They're not going to give up any goals.
Yeah, no, the defense is fantastic.
That's
there,
ridiculous. Why can't we have anyone like that? I mean, we have Hedman, but I don't do we? Yeah, that's crazy. They're not going to give up any goals.
I know. And then for forwards, you got Patrick Kane, Nathan McKinnon, Blake Wheeler, Braden Shen, and Eric Stahl, and Tyler Sagan.
How dumb do the Flyers look for giving away Braden Shen for virtually nothing? Oh my God! Oh my goodness, man! I don't know how you let that happen. That guy's a superstar right now for the Blues. He's with Tarasenko been kind of struggling lately. Shen's been carrying that team.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And then finally, you got the Pacific Division.
Yeah,
all those guys way out there.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't know.
Jonathan Quick and Marc-Andre Fleury.
How many players did the Knights have? Their first season, they have 2 players in it. That's awesome. Good for them. But look at Ekman Larson made it.
Shout out to the Knights.
Ekman Larson on defense.
Yep. Drew Doughty, Brent Burns, the man with the beard and 2 teeth, but he's awesome. Connor McDavid, Johnny Hockey, who we saw tonight. Brock.
That's the rookie of the year right there, by the way. You
Yeah.
know, that's my vote.
Yeah.
Casting my vote right now. That guy is awesome.
James Neal, Ricard Raquel, and Anze Kopitar.
Why is Barry Trotz the coach of Come on, man.
Right. But John Cooper, though.
John, yeah.
And Gerard Gallant.
Yeah, he 100%
Oh,
should
yeah.
be. That's
he
insane.
deserves it.
That guy, Florida should never let him go, man.
Yeah.
They finished top of the division and then
all
just
you
get rid of him.
Panthers fans, man.
Yeah, you let a good one go there.
You guys messed up. Well, the whole organization.
Yeah,
messed
not
up.
the fans.
But
The
no, it
fans
wasn't just
actually
the fans.
hated the organization for getting rid of him. Yeah, that guy's an awesome coach. I'm not surprised that he has the team playing good, but I am surprised at how good they're playing.
Oh, by the way, Florida, move your arena from Sunrise down into Miami. Play where the Heat play.
There you go. Just played American Airlines.
Yeah, exactly.
Problem solved.
Yeah, exactly. You'll fill those seats. So, but yeah, those are the rosters, man. Shout out Steven Stamkos for being captain for the Atlantic and everything. So, but he definitely deserves that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, but yeah, so yeah, we got all the boys. Hopefully Hedman makes it back for the All-Star game and beyond. I would just like to see him come back.
I think even if he's cleared to play versus Vegas, he shouldn't play.
Yeah.
It's
Save
not
him.
worth it. And you know what? I'd rather
Don't rush him back.
I'd rather just lose. Honestly,
Yeah.
There's no point in rushing him back from that. And Girardi will be back, should be back 100%. So it's a little bit better on defense, but yeah, we're gonna miss Hedman.
I tell you, man, I'm really excited for this All-Star game this year.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, you bring all the star players together, and it's one of those things that makes you remember why you love the sport so much, you know. And I know we've talked about it plenty of times, and so I mean, but I think we should let the viewers know, you know, just a little bit about, you know, why we're doing this, why we watch the Lightning, why we watch, you know, why we watch hockey in general. Like, how'd you get into it?
I got into it, I want to say about 2002, give or take, probably around 2002. You know, watching the insanely good players the Lightning were picking up. Like, it's just one of those things where, you know, I wasn't real into hockey because I was like eight years old about, and they were just getting talked about all over radio stations because they seemed to be like that one team. I mean, at the time we had the Bucks. The Bucks were, you know, they were going to the Super Bowl, so that was a big deal. But you know, they won the Super Bowl and all that, and I'm like, all right, well, it's like I got the Bucks. They won their Super Bowl, so it's like, let me find another team to follow because I wasn't a real big Rays fan up until a couple years ago, actually. Yeah, and you would just always hear, like, you would always see the Lightning billboards, you know, stuff like that, and they're getting talked about on the radio. They were getting better every year. They were drafting real well. You know, then you have, like, St. Louis came in, and me being a fellow short guy, like, it was cool seeing a player like that with so much tenacity. Like, he reminds me a lot of Gord reminds me a lot of St. Louis. Like,
Yeah.
like a more of a grinder than St. Louis. St. Louis was a good grinder, but yeah, just watching players like that in LeCavier and St. Louis made me just completely fall in love with the game of hockey. And it's it's 100% my top sport right now. Like, there's just nothing like it. You know, nothing like going to Amalie Arena and seeing a game. Like, I don't care how many football stadiums I go to that fit 70,000 people. It just, a hockey game feels like the best place on earth to be is,
Yeah.
you know, at a hockey rink, man. There's nothing beats it to me.
Oh, there's just so much energy, you know.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Just start to finish, it's just my favorite game by far.
Yeah. So, I guess for me, you know, I was born and raised around it. You know, I grew up north in Romeo, Michigan, and we used to watch Red Wings all the time. I've seen the Red Wings win 4 Stanley Cups in my lifetime, and you know, just fell in love with the sport. You know, pond hockey in the winter, going to my brother's games, going to see my dad coach. Ironically enough, I was the only kid in my family that didn't play organized hockey, but always was on the ice, you know, skating though, and learned how to skate and everything. But yeah, it's just a great sport, you know. It brings people together, you know. You don't have to know everything, like you don't have to know all the stats. You don't have to know who plays for who and everything. I mean, just go to a game. And for any of you Bolts fans out there, I mean, show this to someone, you know, just this clip right here, you know. Show them, because even if they've never been to a hockey game, they can still get into it. You don't have to know what offsides is. You don't have to know what icing is, which I definitely want to start doing segments on, you know, just like little tidbits, you know, on Hockey 101. But just, you know, for those of you that maybe are just getting into the game and you know, don't really know too much about it, because we definitely want to include you. You guys are part of the Thunder, man. You guys are the ones cheering in the stands and cheering at home, and so yeah, I mean, that's really what got me into the game, and you know, I definitely want to give that back to you guys. And that's why me and Big C are sitting right in front of you right now doing this show, because we care about you guys, we care about the Tampa Bay Lightning, and yeah. So now with that being said, you know, with the show, I do want to bring up some of our social media pages, just to give you guys a look. I know we tried to do it the other night and we had some technical difficulties, but I definitely have them up now. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little cutaway real quick. So go to the page real quick. So this is our Facebook page. It's just facebook.com/boltswiththeboys. We post on here periodically. We post funny memes about the Lightning and whatnot. We also have a group that you can join. It's called the Bolts with the Boys Thunder Forum. Okay, and basically what this is it's something to keep the discussion going even when we're not on the air. So you guys can post hot topics in hockey news, more funny memes. I love memes. Give me your memes. Just anything you want. I mean, this is your show, so definitely want to give back. So definitely sign up for the group and join the conversation. You can follow us on Twitter at Bwtb_fourth period. So Bolts with the Boys _fourth period. We're constantly on there. We're on Instagram, Bolts with the Boys. So yeah, definitely give us a like, give us a follow. I mean, whatever you can do. So a couple more things I want to touch on. You know, sadly we heard the news about Pierre McGuire. He was diagnosed. For those who don't know, he was diagnosed with prostate cancer. Which is a huge bummer in the hockey community. He made it through
surgery though, so that's good.
Yeah,
he got his surgery and everything. So, you know, you're just hoping it just doesn't come back to Pierre, brother.
Yeah, I mean, as much as everybody rips on him, you know, I mean, he gets right up in your face and gets right up in the coach's faces, you know, with the microphone. It's like, Pierre, I can smell what you're having for dinner, you know, I mean. But, you know, he's our favorite goofball on NBC, so we wish him the best. Prayers go out to him and for a speedy recovery, and prayers go out to his family and everything. So, so going into the week off here, you know, we were talking about Stevie earlier and him talking at the AM skates. So here's some notes from the desk of the captain. Okay. PK needs work. Okay, and we're not talking about PK Subban. We're talking about the penalty kill. It is 20th in the league right now, I believe.
It's getting worse every game.
Yeah.
So
luckily we didn't see too much of it tonight. You know, I mean,
I know they at least got one power play goal.
Yeah.
Maybe two.
But
it wasn't good though.
But the other night though, oh my gosh. But luckily we got a power play though.
We broke the slump. They just rained it on us. We got like 2 power plays and a penalty shot in the same period.
Yeah.
You know, I hope Paquette's never in a situation to have to take a penalty shot again, though, because that was terrible. He, like, lost what he was doing. He's like, okay. Yeah.
So you're saying that you could have done better?
I would have done better. Yes.
Confirmed.
Yeah. he had, I want to say, left shoulder was dipped down too much. He had a wide open net, man.
Yeah.
Like, he had a wide open net to shoot at.
Yeah,
he
did.
Just didn't take it. But, you know, you don't really expect it from him.
Yep. So, yeah, that penalty kill's definitely got to get on the come up there, you know. So you don't go to the playoffs and you don't win Stanley Cups when your power play is 3rd in the league and your penalty kill is 20th in the league. I've debated with people about it, but
can we talk about how the power play has been actually struggling a lot?
Yeah.
Lately, I don't know what happened there. You went from, I mean, they had like the nastiest looking power play I've ever seen in my life, and now they can't buy a goal on the power play. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it all needs work.
Yeah, they need a lot of work.
Hopefully,
they're definitely not flawless.
Hopefully, this week off will, you know, give them the rest that they need to go into the rest of the season strong. But yeah, so he was talking about the PK, and then he was talking about the crunch a little bit. He said the crunch they're on the come up. You know, started off a little rocky, but they're doing better. You got Domingue and Ingram down there in net. It's Ingram's rookie year, and
Domingue's actually up now. He's on the main roster until Bwtb is back.
Yep. So, but yeah, you did have Domingue down there, and he was taking most of the games. But
yeah, he was playing real well. Ingram's playing well too. So.
And then something that kind of got me a little excited was the talk about the young forwards, the guys that are playing in the AHL for the first time. So I thought that was pretty exciting. You know, hopefully those guys can mold into, you know, the Yanni Gourds and
who else is that? That's Matthew Joseph and there's a couple others. I don't remember who else because I know it's not Ernie and Pekka's first years.
Yeah, no,
they're doing really well too.
Yep.
But yeah, Matthew Joseph looks pretty good. You know, all the prospects too for the Lightning are doing big things. Like there's a couple there were a couple of them on the Canadian team.
Yep. There was I think there was like 5 of them or something like that.
Yeah. That's what I mean. They'll have a good future regardless, but you know, you keep feeling like, I mean, even with Hedman going down, like you just keep feeling like this needs to be the year. Cuz I feel like they really need to take advantage of this record they have right now.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I mean that was really, you know, I mean that was really all that Stevie really had to say. I mean, he talked about the crunch for a little bit, and then he was really talking about the PK.
He did, yeah, he did say he would 100% be shopping around for aggressive face-off winners and aggressive penalty killers.
Yep.
That would be what he's looking for more than anything right now. But now it might switch to defensive first thing, since hoping Hedman's injury is not bad. But I mean, we need someone that can win faceoffs too.
Yep.
Like
for sure.
Faceoffs, like we're averaging like 42% a game, which is I think last in the whole league. So
yeah, I remember that podcast I was listening to from the Tampa Bay Times was saying that Dumont was the game changer for the Lightning.
He was when he played. I mean, yeah, we were winning faceoffs at like a crazy rate. His faceoff percentage with us was like 64%.
Yeah.
And if you have him winning offensive zone faceoffs, that puts you in a really good position. That's our problem. We can't win any offensive zone faceoffs, so we can't get any plays set up.
Right.
Like we can never already be over there setting up our play. We always lose the offensive zone faceoffs, so it's it's almost a waste. But Dumont was winning like all of those. So I mean, he's definitely a loss. It's definitely a loss not having someone like that on the faceoff, and he was also a great penalty killer. So everything that's killing us right now is what Dumont was. So I can see where they're coming from. I don't think he was the game changer though.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Give us a call. What do you think? What do you think Stevie needs to look for? I mean, other than the whole Hedman thing. I mean, is another defenseman high on the priority list? Are we looking for guys that we just need a guy that can win some faceoffs for us? Give us a call 727-755-3083. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, we got the week off going, and then we got the Vegas game, the good old Vegas Golden Knights. Gerard Gallant is back in sunny Florida.
Yeah, I will say at least Vegas looks human on the road. I will say that they definitely look human. Like we could probably. I mean, obviously we should be able to, but I mean we definitely have a better chance of beating them here than we would in Vegas.
I agree.
And it's a completely different animal over in Vegas.
And shout out to their fans too. When we played them, last month, a month ago, yeah. I mean, they were loud. It sounded like a playoff game.
Yeah, every one of their home games.
I mean, granted too, there were a lot of Lightning fans there, and you guys rock. You know?
Yeah, that and the Colorado game, like the Lightning fans completely took over.
Yeah, that was
especially
awesome.
The Colorado game. Like, I mean, I saw literally a whole section. Like, it was a whole seating section was all blue.
Once again, why we have one of the best fan bases in sports.
Yeah, for sure, and it's just growing
you guys
every year.
Rock.
It's growing every year too. That's the best part. So yeah, definitely shout out to them. And Sticks of Fire had their whole group out there. So
yeah, and Sticks of Fire, if you guys are listening to this, well, I shot you guys a message, but yeah, no, if you guys are listening to this, man, I mean, spread it around. We respect you guys a lot and everything that you guys do. I still think you guys should have lower bowl seats, but that's not up to me, unfortunately. But yeah, keep it going, man. I'd love to have you guys on the show. So
yeah, that'd be awesome. With the lower bowl, it'd be cool if the team could work out like they could all get discounted tickets somewhere in the lower bowl. It's also hard to do because the Lightning basically have like a waiting list for season tickets right now.
Yeah.
So, it'd be hard to just take over a whole section when there's already people that have seats there.
Did you see that ridiculous thing my uncle was telling me about Toronto's waiting list? They have to put down like a ridiculous deposit before they can even get in line. So, it's insane.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't get that bad down here. But yeah,
could if you win the cup this year. And you keep everyone intact on the team, I could see it happening.
Yeah. I like that we pack the house every night, though.
Yeah, 100 and something consecutive sellouts. That's awesome.
19,092 people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, crappy game tonight. Got a week off coming up. All-Star break coming. Hopefully, we wish Victor Hedman a speedy recovery. And, yeah, that's really about it. You got any final thoughts?
No, just get better Pierre, get better Hedman.
Yes, Pierre, get better, please.
Yeah, that'd be.
I need to laugh at you more on NBC.
I really hope it's gone, like for good. I hope you beat it. Hedman. I don't think we're gonna hear. I honestly don't think we're gonna hear anything till they come back. I don't think we'll hear anything till like next week sometime.
Yeah.
I don't expect them to rush any kind of announcement, so they might see how. Unless obviously it's like the worst, then we'll know within the next couple days probably. But if it's not, then they'll probably just feel it out until it gets closer to game time.
Right.
But either way, I don't expect them to play against Vegas. So
Yeah, no, I agree with you completely.
That's going to be a problem. But hopefully they're up to the task, and Girardi will be back. So it might keep us afloat enough.
So, are you saying that you want Hedman back for the road games?
I mean, if he's able to make the trip with the team, then I would prefer him back for those games.
Okay.
Maybe if he's like able to play, maybe also bench him the Chicago game.
Yeah.
And bring him back for Nashville the next night.
Okay.
Maybe that could be what they do. Yeah, but I'm not the Vegas games. There's just no point in having him play that game, whether he's cleared or not, or thinks he's able to play. I don't think he should play that game. Just like they did with Girardi, I agree with them sitting him these last 2 games. There's just not much reason right now.
Yeah, I agree too. But yeah, my final thoughts. Let's hope there's some fire when they come back.
Yeah, that's kind of one thing. Like, if Cooper's teams get embarrassed, they definitely come back. They definitely play with the fire. Like they don't like getting blown. Like obviously, we think they're getting complacent and all that, but nobody hates getting blown out more than the team that got blown out. Trust me, they're not handling it well right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm 100% sure, and Yzerman will lay into him. Cooper's definitely shown he'll lay into them.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I don't expect them to play. Like I said though, they really didn't play that bad tonight. They just had some really bad breaks, but bad breaks happen with small defensive lapses can lead to goals. Especially when he's just not, I don't know, like something's just been off with him the last 2-3 games.
Yeah.
I think it's back-to-back games he gave up at least 4 goals, which is, I think it's the first time that's ever happened to him. So, but, yeah, the defense has got to help him out.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, he's not,
and it stinks because, like, I'm 100% on board with letting Vasi rest. But I'm also 100% on board with he needs to play against Vegas.
Right.
So, I don't know. We might see Domingue, though, against Vegas, and that would be interesting.
Yeah.
So,
might see him against Nashville or Chicago. Well, probably guaranteed
he's going to play one of the 2.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I expect him, actually. I think he'd play against Chicago. So maybe have Vasi play Vegas. And then have Domingue play Chicago, and then Vasi play against Nashville.
Okay, so
I think that's what I would do.
Bishop for Chicago and Vasilevsky for Nashville.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Bish, if you're watching this, we miss you. Hope everything's going well in Dallas. So, Texas. But yeah, no. We definitely want to hear your thoughts on all this. We're wrapping up here, but you can always keep the conversation going. Give us a like on Facebook, Bolts with the Boys. And join our forum, the Bolts with the Boys Thunder forum. This is where you can post topics that you want to hear us talk about. Any suggestions for the show, any hot topics in hockey news, and yes, give me your memes. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna end the show like we always do. I actually want to give thanks real quick to NOMVDIC for hooking us up with that awesome intro scene. That song is awesome. Give them a like. Check out their music. They kick ass.
Yeah. Also check out Nexus. I believe we posted it.
Yeah, we had
shows
we
ago.
had some audio difficulties,
so.
But we got the link up on our page. Definitely go check it out. I'll go ahead.
Nexus is an awesome song. That song absolutely rips, dude. Like that's the band. They're getting better. I feel like every song. So
yeah, heavy metal fans out there, if you guys like heavy metal, this is the band to check out.
For sure.
And as more shows come available and whatnot, we will definitely give you guys the lowdown on all that. So, now we do have a new artist featured tonight. These guys are from down in Miami,
Miami.
South Florida. They're a hardcore punk band called Gut Check. They're Panthers fans. Give them a break. No, we love these guys. They're really cool. I got the chance to hang out with them a lot and see them play, and I know Big C's gone to see them play too, and they're pretty cool. Real heavy vibe coming from Miami. So without further ado, I'm Pappy. This is Big C. We're signing off. Go Bolts. We'll see you guys again next Thursday against Vegas. And this is Gut Check.
It's going to be a good show.
Yes, it is. They're but yeah, this is their new song, Gut Check SDK.
Pass ahead to Stamkos. Steaming in on Biron. Backhand, he scores! Sends it across to Brewer with the wrist shot. Saved by Lundqvist. Teddy Purcell in front. There's a shot. They score!
The speedy Tyler Johnson wants it alone. He scores!